When Len Myrah was a first grader in the one-room schoolhouse he attended, he heard the sound of an engine. He jumped up from his desk, ran outside, and gazed at an Army trainer flying overhead. It was at that moment Len decided he was going to be a pilot. Len grew up on a farm in Spring Grove, the first Norwegian-American settlement in Minnesota. His great-grandfather, Gulbrand Myrah, was one of the settlers who helped decide Luther College should be in Decorah. Len enrolled at Luther in 1954, stayed 2 years, and then became a Navy fighter pilot, where he experienced the challenges of the Cold War. 5 years later, Len returned to Luther to finish his degree and to run track for Coach Kent Finanger. He then returned to the Navy. On occasion, Len would buzz the Luther Valley to demonstrate his affection for his alma mater. Rumor has it that Len's A4 Skyhawk once disrupted Luther Chapel. In the late 1960s, Len served on the USS Ranger with a tour of duty in Vietnam. After retiring from the Navy, he spent 22 years as a commercial pilot. Now he is an organic farmer. In 2019, Len accompanied a Luther January term trip to Vietnam. His presence turned out to be one of the highlights of the course. Although the focus of the course was not the war, this veteran's stories about flying in Vietnam and the mood and attitudes of that time provided valuable context for the students. Len enjoyed the experience immensely and said he felt he gained 24 new grandchildren. Len has exemplified what it means to serve on behalf of the common good. He served in the Minnesota State House of Representatives and later was appointed by the governor of Minnesota to the State Ethics Board. After this, he says he was elected to a higher office, 18 years on the Spring Grove School Board, 8 of those years as chair. Len was instrumental in numerous school facility improvements, and his leadership helped the district avoid consolidation. Len is a stalwart, lifelong member of Trinity Lutheran Church, volunteering where needed, and for 24 years he was a member of the Spring Grove Communications Board, the local phone cooperative that has invested heavily in community improvements. During his decade-long role as board chair, a new office building was constructed with room for a city library and a fitness center. Len, we are grateful for your dedicated service in the air and on the ground. Luther College is honored to present you with the Distinguished Service Award.